Hello friends, how's it going? It's me, Betty Jean. In today's video, I just wanted to do a little full face get ready with me, playing with my all-time favorite makeup, like my top favorites in every category. I also chatted a bit, gave you a little life update, all that good stuff. And yeah, I don't really have much else to say. I really just want to dive into the video. But before we get started, my accessory details, this is just a basic choker. I don't know where it's from. And these earrings are Spooky Doodle Club on Etsy. So yeah, without further ado, let's just hop in and play with some makeup. All right, hello. How's it going? I thought we would just do a little full face of my favorite makeup. So we're just gonna get right into it. I already did prime. I always prime before I do my brows, just so it has time to really sink into the skin. I used my Milk Makeup Hydro Grip. I thought maybe I would pick the Freck Rich Bitch because I've been really into it lately, but Milk Hydro Grip is the one I ended up deciding to go for. It's been my favorite for years and years. I've gone through so many of these. This is like my probably third or fourth one. I just love it. I love the tackiness that it gives the skin. I love that it kind of moisturizes. It's just perfect for me. I know not everybody likes it, but I personally just love the Hydro Grip line. Now we're gonna move on to foundation. My favorite is the Urban Decay Hydromaniac Stay Naked. I'm just gonna put a little dollop on the back of my hand here, and I'm just gonna go to town while we chat. Well, first things first, I got Invisalign, if you can't tell. I am still getting the hang of it. I've literally only had it not even quite 24 hours at this point. It's been about 23 hours. It's weird. Yesterday I was pretty uncomfy. I was very optimistic at first, but it got pretty uncomfy. Taking this off sucks. Like whenever I take it off for mealtime, it is like one of the worst feelings ever. I mean, it goes away as soon as it's like over with, but the process of taking it off is horrendous. If you've ever had Invisalign before, I applaud you because this sucks. I know it's supposed to get easier, but right now in the beginning stages, it absolutely sucks. I'm still getting used to talking with it. I feel like I'm pretty normal, but there are certain words that are like kind of hard to say, just getting used to my tongue having other things in my mouth than I usually have. But we'll see how it goes. I've been wanting to do this for a while, mostly just because the dentist wanted me to eventually do this because my front two teeth kind of protrude inward a little bit, so it would be better for me like down the road so it doesn't cause issues later in life. But I also just wanted to do it for me. I've always had it in the back of my mind, so finally jumped on it. My current vlog, I'm going through like the updates and stuff, so just stay tuned if you're more curious. But yeah, new life adjustment for me. Going in with concealer now, my favorite is the Rare Beauty concealer. It's just so good. It's so creamy and blendable and amazing. I am also gonna pair it with the Rare Beauty Under Eye Brightener because I can't live without this stuff. It's like one of my favorite things in the world. But what are you up to? What's new with you? I'd love to hear about you as well. I don't want to just blabber on about myself for the entirety of this video. I want to know how you're doing too. How's it going? How's life? How are things? Lay it on me. Just love the way my skin is looking. I mean, I have a little bit of a hormonal breakout healing down here, but aside from that, I feel like everything's just so glowy and lovely and amazing. Moving on to setting powder now. I'm gonna use my Glossier. I've been loving this one lately. Like, I think it is my new all-time favorite. Hard to say if I like it better or worse than the Milk Makeup Blur powder. That was my favorite forever, just because it's at this point been so long since I've used that powder, but this one does satisfy me really, really well. I'm very happy with it. I like the way it melts into the skin. I like how finely milled it is. I feel like it never makes me look cakey. It's so lightweight and I just love it. I'm just gonna focus this under my eyes and kind of around my mouth area where I would get creases. Do you have anything fun planned with the upcoming spooky season? I would love to know. Actually going to Mickey's Not So Scary next week with Zane. I actually am going twice this year. I'm going again in September with a group of friends for a Disney trip. But I'm going next week and I'm so excited. I'll obviously vlog it. Moving on to bronzer really quick. The Sigma light bronzer is my all-time favorite. It's just so good. I love the color. I love the blendability. It's just so nice. Mine's the fair one, I think. Light. That's the lightest one. Yeah, it's so good. Such a good bronzer. But yeah, I'm doing that next week. I'm so excited. Love all the spooky Disney things. We're also going to Halloween Horror Nights soon. We're going the first weekend of September, and I cannot wait. It's gonna be so fun. I'm just ready for all the Halloween activities. It's just gonna be so fun. And then after that, like I said, I have a Disney trip with some friends planned in September as well, so that's gonna be a fun week. I can't wait for that. It's gonna be great. And then I think our next big trip of the year is for Zane's birthday in October. We're gonna go to Colorado. We're gonna be in the Denver and Colorado Springs area. If you have any recommendations of things that you like to do or vegan food you like to eat, let me know. I know we wanna go to the Meow Wolf Museum. That's been like something we've wanted to do for years, ever since we heard about it. Looks so cool. But if you have any other recommendations that we might enjoy, let me know. We kind of want to do some hiking since the weather will be so good. I just love this bronzer. It's one of those bronzers that I feel like I could just keep piling on my skin all day and it just always looks good. Moving on to blush, I couldn't decide if I wanted to do a powder or a cream, but really both of my top favorites, if you saw my top 10 series, they're very much the same, just one's like the cream version of the other. But I decided to go with the cream version. And it's Polished by Melt. My like powder version, it's the Melt highlighter in the shade Genesis. It's basically the same thing, just the powder version. One of the things I like about these Melt cream blushes is I can use them in conjunction with powder and it doesn't tend to ever look weird. So I'm just gonna use a really small amount and just lightly build it across my nose just for a little color. And I'll just kind of build it in the upper cheekbone towards my temple area. I love how glowy this is and it just melts into the skin so beautifully. I like that I can also really control the opacity with this. Like I could have a super heavy hand and get extreme pigment, but I can also go a little bit lighter and get a lighter wash. Like it still has pigment to it, but it's just really easy to control. I think these are such good blushes. Like one of my all-time favorite cream blush formulas ever. I'm just gonna dust a little bit more powder right in that inner part of my under eye, just to make sure it doesn't get tacky and creasy. Next up, freckles. Using my Freck XL as always. Just gonna turn that guy into a little beauty mark while it heals. I'll do my under eye one and then re-intensify my natural ones. And then just gonna dot that in just various spots. I don't think I want to go super heavy-handed with it today. Just a couple little sprinkles. And I'll just go through and kind of lightly tap those out. I think I want to go a little more with the blush now that my freckles are on. So I'm just gonna add a little more to my cheeks. I just love that golden glow that it like shifts to. It's so pretty. I love it so much. For highlighter, my favorite, that has stayed my favorite for years and years, is my Fenty How Many Carats Diamond Bomb. Just gonna use this little ColourPop highlighter brush. I just love, it's like clear, like no base color with just little wet looking sparkles. It's so pretty. Such a good go-to. It goes with absolutely everything. And I am in love with it. It's hard to imagine something ever beating this out, honestly, because it's just so good. You know what I mean? I'm gonna load some of this up on my sponge itself and kind of tippy tap that into the skin too, so it just really melts in and gives a really sparkly finish. Oh yeah. And for spray, my Milk Makeup Hydro Grip has also been my favorite for years. So that is what I'm going to spray my face with. All right, moving on to the eyes. I'm going to be playing with my favorite palette, which is the Blend Bunny Surge palette. Obviously my favorite aside from my own personal collabs. It's just everything grungy, colorful, so magnificent. And I'm also going to include my favorite single shadow, which is Tara Moon's The Cosmos. It's just everything. I haven't worn this one in a minute either, so I'm really happy to play with it today. I want to do something where it kind of fades out like purpley blue, but I want it to be kind of a smoky wing. That's kind of what I'm feeling, so let's dive in. I'm gonna use my Milk Makeup Hydro Grip. This has been my favorite eye primer for years. Like I said, I just love the Hydro Grip line. I know it's not everyone's favorite, but it's definitely mine. I'm just going to blend that primer out. Just get it nice and diffused into the skin. So I'm gonna start with Pulse, the super neon-y purple. I'm gonna use this little Sigma brush. It's an E42. I'm just gonna lightly start kind of forming a little bit of a wing shape. Nothing too structured right now. I'm gonna also tuck that under my lower lash line. And I'm not worried about what the lid looks like at all because I'm gonna end up having shimmer, but I do want the blend outward to be nice and like smoky purple blue. That's kind of what I'm feeling. And I kind of want it to be a wing that kind of does like the little triangle flick. That's kind of what I am envisioning for this look. So I'm just gonna lightly start tracing out where I want that to be. Again, nothing too precise at this moment, just kind of a rough draft of where I want everything to lay. Kind of sort of something like that. Not really anything too exciting right now. Next, I wanna take Energy, that bright blue. I'm gonna use this old SL Miss Glam brush from an old BoxyCharm. Just gonna get a little of that on there and just start kind of dusting it around the edge of that purple. The single shadow I'm gonna use has like so many different like shifts and shades between like blues and purples and pinks. So I really kind of wanted to reflect that a little bit in the outside edges of the wing that I'm gonna create. But I'm about to put a lot of black down, so just stay tuned. That's pretty, very whimsical unicorn energy. So next, I'm gonna take my Blend Bunny gel liner right here. It is one of my favorite liners, so I feel like it's appropriate. And I'm gonna use the little liner brush from Blend Bunny as well. And I'm just gonna start mapping out this flicky wing. I only want it to go starting about halfway across the eye like that and kind of flicking upward. Make sure it kind of connects to that lower lash line as well. Just kind of doing little bits at a time. Just mapping out this wing, kind of connecting the dots a little bit. Always so hard for me to do liner on camera because I'd love to have my mirror 2 inches from my face at all times. You know, now that I've done this, I feel like I don't even want that like accent wing. I think I just want like the traditional smoky wing. I don't really want to do the flick inside anymore. I kind of like just what that's doing on its own. So now I'm gonna take the black shadow. I'm gonna take just another angled brush. This is from Game Beauty. And I'm just gonna lightly start smudging that right along that wing, just to kind of put some shadow down so that I have the potential to smoke it out and make it really diffused and soft. Just taking little bits at a time, just doing little motions. I'm not really dragging it anywhere just yet. Just kind of laying that down a little bit just to add some diffusion to that gel liner. My wings ended up growing much bigger than I planned. That's okay. I'm gonna take more of that bright purple from earlier, and I'm just gonna start kind of running it along the edge of that wing, just to, again, get it a little bit more diffused. Like, I still want it to look like a wing. I just want it to be a little bit smokier, you know? Especially towards this outer portion. I just think it's so pretty. I'm gonna take some more of the blue now and just kind of do the same thing, just kind of running it along that outside edge. Just getting that kind of swirl of colors going on. I think that's so cool. Let's move on to the lid now. If I had to pick an all-time favorite glitter primer, it would be the NYX one, Forever a Fave. So that's what we're gonna use today. Just gonna tippy tap that on the lid. I really want it to be kind of focused a little lower and just kind of fade into the wing. Grabbing the Cosmos. Oh yeah, look how cool that is. I can't. All right, let's just, it's so good. It takes my breath away every time. Just want that to kind of be towards the bottom part of the lid and just kind of fade into that wing a little bit. Kind of let it tap outwards, like kind of going over the wing a little bit before I like re-intensify the wing, if that makes sense. Kind of blend at that edge a wee bit. Kind of like that, and then I'll just kind of take and re-intensify that wing a little bit. Just kind of get it a little more defined and smoky, but I still want it to be kind of like diffused and hiding under that sparkle. I think that looks pretty cool. Kind of want some of this under my lower lash as well. So I'm gonna take the brush I used with the purple earlier and just kind of pop that in the front part of my lower lash line just for some extra glitz. Just want to throw glitter everywhere basically. I'm gonna use my Fenty one again for my inner corner just to kind of combine with the Cosmos a little bit. I think I'm even gonna load some up on my big brush from earlier and just kind of flick it through my brows a little bit. A little bit of a sparkle brow situation. I love using this highlight for this because it's just so subtle. Adds just the tiniest bit of sparkle throughout. When in doubt, just put your Fenty highlight all over your entire existence. All right, so there's that. I'm just gonna finish this up. I'm gonna throw on my lashes and eye pencil, one of my favorite lips, and I'll be back when I'm complete. All right, and here is my final look complete. I really like how it came out. I think it's just sparkly and ethereal and fun, and I love the glitter everywhere. It's just doing something for me. The eye pencil I ended up using, where did it go, is this one, Calabasas from ColourPop. Just kind of shoved it in like the front part, and I did a little bit of black in like the outer corner just to like kind of go with that smoky vibe in the outer corner, but it's mostly Calabasas. The lashes I'm wearing are the Flutter half lashes from Bright Lashes. I actually literally just made an order for more half lashes from the website because these ones are getting kind of old, and they're some of my new favorite lashes of all time. So I got the like bundle of all 4 of the half lashes and another pair of these, so I'll be set for a while. And then on my lips, I didn't really have a #1 favorite lip pencil, at least not off the top of my head, but I've really been liking this one lately, Nude Honey from Lawless. So I went with that one with my all-time favorite gloss over top, the Gloss Bomb Heat in Lemon Lava from Fenty. It's just so shiny and warm plumping, and I just love it. So yeah, let's zoom out and finish up this video. Thank you so much for watching my video. I hope I'm not too lispy. I don't think I am. I know some words are hard right now, but I think I did pretty good. Just bear with me. It'll get better and easier with time. This is just as new for me as it is for you. I hope you enjoyed this video though. I would love to hear your thoughts on the things that I used. Do you love any of these as much as I do? I would love to know. If you made it to the end of this video, leave some blue and purple emojis. That's kind of the vibe today. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It helps my channel out a lot. And if you're not already, you can follow me on my other socials. You can join the battybean fam. I'm battybean on everything, Instagram, TikTok, all the things. And also feel free to subscribe if you haven't already. I post most days here as well. And also feel free to join my channel memberships. The link to sign up will be down below. You'll get fun little perks, including a members only get ready with me once a month. And you also have access to the ones I've already uploaded. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Okay, bye. I almost forgot earrings. How dare I?